Hello. I'll wait for anyone to come in. How are you all doing tonight? Hello. Welcome in. Just starting to clean my one ink pad here with a baby wipe around the inside. This is my Memento Tuxedo Black. I thought I'd do that while I'm waiting for people to join. Hopefully some people will join. How are you, whoever you are? I hope you're well. And then we're going to re-ink various ink pads tonight. And just chit-chat. Hello, welcome. Say hello so I know who's here. Oops. We'll do around this edge. I always, on my Memento, I always get black inside the lid. And I don't know if that's because I store them upside down, but I store them upside down to make sure the ink is always to the top. So, yeah, come join me. I said I wouldn't make any cards, but we might make one or two from pre-made backgrounds. So, hi, Nix. How are you doing? So you were tempted to buy the ribbons, huh? Yeah, good thing Judy beat you to them. I'm sure I don't have any more ribbons of Stampin' Up to destash, but it's possible I could have some other ones. Hi, Clay. I'm re-inking right now the Memento Tuxedo Black, my 2 ink pads of it, because I feel like I'm not getting good coverage lately. So I was just wiping around the edges with a baby wipe on the inside of the lid and also around here. I just seem to get a lot of black down there. I don't want to put too much on. Well, that should do. And then we'll let that sit for a minute to sink in, and then I'll turn it upside down. You guys having a good week? Our weather here, well, today wasn't so great, but our weather's been in the high 60s, and tomorrow is supposed to be 73 or something Fahrenheit, I'm talking. And yeah, wow, unbelievable. This is my older one. I have 2, and I marked the newest one as newest. Newest. So I know. Yeah. Well, like today, now it's raining and cooler. It's not cold, but it's cooler. And I think then the weekend's going to be colder, and then we're going to go back up again in maybe the low 60s next week. I don't know. Yeah, and people are getting like sinus colds and stuff in the neighborhood. I actually have a little bit of the sniffles. Maybe that's why my energy's low. So I probably should clean the outside of the lids too. But anyway, that was Memento. I keep my basics, which means Versamark, Memento. This was an Stays On Black, Whisper White, and I already said Versamark, in one of these photo boxes. And then I keep them in an iris case. And I have 2 for each color family, plus a basics, and I think something else. Retired colors, or in colors. Hi, Samira. All right, so I'm just re-inking. Well, while I have a few people here, let me do the announcements, the usual stuff. And then I'll get back into this. I don't know if I'm going to be making cards tonight or just chatting with y'all, or what. So we have still the Waves of the Ocean collection available till the 2nd of May, except that the beautiful foil papers, the beautiful basic jewels, and the pretty Waves of the Ocean 12 by 12 designer series paper are while supplies last. The Waves of Inspiration bundle will carry over to the annual, but you can just, right now, I think you can still order the whole collection with one number. And that should be on the website. And these are two of the cards. Well, the only two cards I've made with it so far. And also, while I'm on the subject of ordering, don't forget that if you place an order with me through the end of March of $50 or more, you'll get on my catalog mailing list if you haven't already, since January. I'm only going to be sending out the annual catalog to those who have ordered since January, 50 or more, because I just can't afford to mail them this time to lots of people. And if you're still a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you've been one for the whole quarter kind of thing, I'll send you one too. Also, we have the All Together, I think it's called. Yes. And this is available only to the 2nd of May. Has the natural tones, and some of them are on not available, but they're coming back in either next week or the first week of April. I can't remember what. Hi, 907. And so these are some samples of cards I did with those markers. Now this paper here is retired. That was a celebration one. And I also did her skin tone with the lights. So that's that one. And the paper that comes with it is black and white paper. I didn't use that on these cards. I think I did use that for some other cards, but I don't know where I put them right now. The next Paper Pumpkin is called Change is Beautiful. You have to sign up to get it by the 10th of April if you'd like to be on the Paper Pumpkin subscription. It will have enough to create 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. And it's going to be things about new chapters like graduation, new careers, retirement, etc. And you'll get a Melon Mambo little ink spot. And this is the, now that's coming across as red there, but it's a bright pink. Melon Mambo, really pretty color. And it says features colorful designs inspired by nature. I kind of like that there's butterflies in there. And look at my fingers. I already have black ink on them. Heather. Oh, okay. Heather, 907, you're Heather, right? And then we also, Stampin' Up's having a sale just for the month of March. The little mini die cutting machine is on sale, down from $60 to $48. And then there are several bundles. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 bundles that are also 20% off. And we've used the All Squared Away recently, which I just had out. And I think I put it back away. Yeah, here it is. This was the All Squared Away. We've also used the Art Gallery bundle. I'm not going to dig all these out. We just did Beauty of Friendship, 1 card, but these other ones, and we did Quiet Meadow. I haven't used these other ones recently, so I'm going to still be trying to use them before the end of March, but I don't think I'm going to make it, guys. I might have to dig through my stuff and find some old cards that I made with these. But they're in boxes on my patio because I don't have anywhere to go with all my cards. I should be sending them, right? I know. So anyway, I re-inked my memento. I store it upside down. And I'm just going to put that back here. Let's do Versamark. Let me wipe my hands off first, because I don't want to get memento on my Versamark. Now, I actually just not too long ago ordered a new Versamark, but it's still in the plastic wrap. I'm not going to open that up. These I store upside down too. So this is my older one. I put old on with our white marker, and I put new on, and that one definitely looks a lot better than this one. So you will get colors and glitter and stuff on your Versamark. I still use the old one though. This is a much thicker glue. It's a much thicker ink. You don't need to put a whole lot on. I'm gonna do that, and I have some a plastic spoon here. I'll probably rub it around. I'm not even sure. Yeah, I'll put a little bit on this one because it's been sitting for a while. I don't think that really needs a whole lot. Some of these inks have been on low inventory or not available, and that has to do with the supply chain. So, and I will store these upside down also. I'm just using a plastic spoon. I splurged the other day and went to Wendy's and my son and I had a Frosty, but we used our own spoons. So I stole one of the plastic spoons to use up here because I used to have a white one up here, but I can't find it. Maybe I finally decided to put it away somewhere. So that's that. And then I'm going to do the white ink too, and then we'll do a couple of the colors. Yep, you are Heather. Okay, well, welcome, Heather. So not too exciting now. After we do this, and I was just digging through some stuff, that morning video about, downsizing, organizing, had me going through a few things. And I found this, and I found this stencil. But this, I don't think, is a current stencil. And I can't find the pack that it went in, but I have this. So I thought we might use it. And then I also found some of these that I did right after we got this. And that one is still a current background stamp, the spiral die, and I did these on the Stamparatus so I could use two colors by shifting the paper a little bit. So we could make a card out of that, and then this is a current stencil, and I'll go through the stencils. And then this, I found this done on copper foil with one of the embossing folders, so I don't think we're going to use all of them tonight. And then this is current, but it might end as of 2nd of May. The seashells are like friends are like seashells, where I just stamp backgrounds. So I might use them pretty soon before the annual catalog expires. But I thought we'd just do the blue and purple one, this one. Because I think that's on Fresh Freesia with Night of Navy and probably Gorgeous Grape or something with the spiral die. And then I want to put paper in between my decorative masks. We have 3 packs of stencils, but they call them decorative masks. And this one is called Plenty of Patterns. There's 4 different, you'll see them when we put paper in between. This one is, what is it called? Basic Pattern. There's 4 of those. And then there's these new ones in the January to June mini catalog called Butterflies and Flowers Layering Decorative Masks, which I've only used once. So I want to just organize them by putting paper in between them. So we'll do that. So tonight's going to be kind of just a catch-all night and maybe a card. So does Thursday night work for most people, or is it a difficult thing to get here? This is also a thicker ink, by the way, the white, what is it called? Whisper White Craft ink, craft stamp ink. And it is very thick. And I'm honestly not quite sure how much to put on here, but I just do this and take a spoon and rub it in. And I think that's probably enough. I don't use that often, so, but I do like to use it once in a while. It's great for, you can make some really pretty flowers with it. Like if you cut your flowers, I should have done that when I did the Flirty Flamingo flowers. You can edge them with white. Maybe I'll do that soon. And also, stamping in white on a dark color paper is really pretty. The only ink you never mistook for glue? Really? The white? Because you would mistake your black ink for glue? Did I miss something? Now, here's the problem. On the baby wipe, I can't see where I already have it. And I'm getting it on my finger, so I think my baby wipe is full. All right. Lid. Oh, this is one like ours. Stores upside down. Boom. So you don't need to turn them upside down because they already turn themselves upside down. So I'm just going to put these back in my case here. This is my basic, so my blacks stays on Versamark Whisper White. And I keep them all in this lovely thing I got at a yard sale before. That is an old photo storage case. So since we're talking organization, let me move the spoon out of the way. And let me open it up. This is just how I do it. Other people do it different. I have some metallics that most of these are retired. I also have my saddle stays on in there. Then I have 2 for subtles, 2 for neutrals, 2 for regals, 2 for brights, and then I have in colors 1 and 2, except that these are probably the older ones. Yeah, I thought it was because I have all the color families in here, and then you can also, there's room, there's just room. This actually probably has 2 years worth of in colors. I mean, it's got 10. So these are the retired ones. I have the newer ones up actually above me. So I know I need to do Blackberry Bliss or Regals. Let's work on Regals. And I think pumpkin pie or something was getting low. So let me move this out of the way. But that's how I store them. And I think one of my neutrals, maybe crumb cake or something, was getting low too. I'm going to get another baby wipe and wipe that spoon off better. Yeah, and I got that whole case with all those other cases at a yard sale for $1. I was like, what? Really? Okay, I'll take it. I don't think they knew. Well, maybe they were a scrapbooker or something, or used to do it, or they're, somebody that passed away used to do it or something, and they didn't anymore. And so people don't know how much the newer iris cases, well, last time I was out, a couple years ago, were like $19, right? So anyway, so these are my Regals, and I don't really have them in exact order or anything, but I want to do, oh, it probably was in the other one. Oh, yeah, it is. Silly me. Blackberry Bliss. And I think pumpkin pie was the other one I needed to do. Let me just get those out. I don't know why I have an R on one of them. Anyway, all right, Blackberry Bliss. Let's do pumpkin pie first, actually, because it's a lighter color. Yeah, right? Sometimes yard sales are great. Now, I don't even know if people, I guess some people are doing yard sales again now here, but, well, not yet. It'll be prime yard sale season in about a month or 2. I used to go a lot, but I honestly don't need to bring any more stuff into this house right now. But if I go and I see something that is a great deal, I have trouble passing it up. I got a whole box full of ribbons. So if you watched my earlier video today, one of those sweater totes, or maybe 1.5 of them, that has a lot of ribbon and lace and stuff, all came from yard sale. Now, some of it was brand new from Joann's or Hobby Lobby or somewhere. But a lot of the ones in the sweater totes are new. I mean, yard sale, excuse me. And I also have some that were just in like bits in baggies, and they're in my Grab It quick bins over here. Also a sweater tote, but does that look like a hair? That looks like a hair, doesn't it? I don't know. Probably is. Okay. I don't like that some of the ink rubs off on the spoon, but it's all right. And I got some over here. So I know I'll get it on my fingers if I don't do that. Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. That should help you too, right? All right, so now let's do Blackberry Bliss. I can't remember. I think it was Crumb Cake that needed it, and maybe I don't know. We won't do all my colors tonight, but we're going to do a few. And then we're going to clean blocks. Well, actually, before we clean blocks, we'll put paper in between the stencils. That way you can see what the stencils are and they don't get stuck on each other. And I learned that from a different demonstrator, actually. There's not part of my upline or anything. Okay. I'll test these another time and see if I got them good enough. I might have to do a little more, you know. Oops. And if you want to know why there's ink in the bottom of the, because there's a technique where you can use a water pen. You know, you just close this, push down, get some ink there, and then use a water pen and watercolor with this ink. I have not done that for a while. My preference actually is just to take a clear block and either go like this, which I need to clean them, or use a re-inker and put some on a block and then get a water pen. I like that method better because it's really hard sometimes to push these down. All right, I think that was all. No, cherry cobbler I think was bad too. So let's get that one. Just on time when you need it. Great. I wish I was closer. I'd come to it next. But that's a little bit far for me to drive. Anyway. Not that I haven't driven that far in the past, but I don't know if I could do some of the stuff I used to do when I was younger, like 10 years ago even. I don't think I could even do right now. Because I've aged a lot in 2 years too. But that's a story for another time. Yeah, there was actually a time when I got a job in Tennessee for my company. They formed a new company, and I ended up having to go to Tennessee for that. But so 3 or 4 times during my 9-month stay before we actually moved there, I drove back and forth, and it was 11 hours exactly to where we lived. And I did that with just like 3 stops, but I used to try and drive at like 3 in the morning. So I was out there with the truckers most of the time and just a few cars here and there. I don't know why the center part on the cherry cobbler is not taking the ink. Or maybe it took it faster than the rest. That's probably what it is. I don't know. Weird. Hi, honeybees. It's okay. Not really stamping. I'm just doing miscellaneous stuff. Yeah, that took it faster than the edge parts. So anyway, I'll let that sit there. That's cherry cobbler. And so I'm just re-inking some ink pads. And then we're going to clean some blocks, and we're going to put some dividers in between my masks. Maybe you know, I have this decorative mask loose, and I think it's retired. And I found this I had it already made, but I don't know what pack this goes in. Do you know? Anybody out there know? Because I have the basic pattern and the plenty of patterns, which are the same size. And I also have the retired pattern party, but they each all have their 4 in them, so I don't know what this goes to. I'm just at a loss at this point. But I have this already made, so we might use it anyway. All right, let me put the Regals away, and I just want to do Crumb Cake and Smoky Slate, I think, from the neutrals, and then we'll stop for now. So they comfortably fit 6 in here, and I just keep the box flat so that my inkers, I should probably put that one back in the other one. It doesn't really matter, but that way they don't slide around quite as much. But this way they're standing up straight, right? And I have them labeled, but my box just lays on top my iris rolly cart things that I have. All right, neutrals. And I think Smoky Slate's in here. I think Crumb Cake's in here too. Okay. So let's get those out because I use them quite a bit. An early espresso too. Maybe that was the other one. Early espresso. How are you doing in Florida there? Hope all is well. Crumb cake. Oops, I pulled out Sahara. See? That was Sahara sandwich. I don't use as often. Crumb cake I use a lot. And here's early espresso. This is Sahara sand. Here's Smoky Slate. All right. Let's just do them kind of in order here. There's another one I guess I used. This one doesn't look like it needs it that much. I'll just give it a little bit. This is my Smoky Slate. Maybe it's that I use the alcohol marker. I do use that a lot. Because in the grays and the alcohol markers in the Stampin' blends, we have gray granite, basic black, and Smoky Slate. And Smoky Slate is my favorite gray out of the whole group. I'm not even going to do the spoon on that one because it absorbed really well. Just going to put it away. And then we'll do Crumb Cake. Everything's fine. Yay. You get your mojo back? I think last time you were on, you said you hadn't had your mojo. I saw your one card and it looked like you had gotten it back. Also, if anybody'd like to join my little non-existent team almost, let me know. I can discuss with you the benefits of being a demonstrator, and I'll be perfectly honest with you about as much as I'm allowed to be. I will not make you promises of trips and all that stuff because I sure haven't gotten one. Oh yeah. Oh, you know, that's right, Clay. I never buy an ink pad without buying a re-inker. In fact, some of them that I end up really liking the color, I buy 2 re-inkers because I don't know how long I'm going to have them. Actually, that one I'm going to take the spoon a little bit. This is Crumb Cake. The Crumb Cake label turned sort of green on mine over time, but I've had them since 2018. So I think June 3rd, either June 3rd or July 3rd. One of those is going to be my 4-year anniversary, actually. 2018. Is that right? Yes, I think that's right. Anyway, I was thinking it was 3 years. Hi, Barbara. Welcome. We're not stamping anything quite yet. We might do something a little later, but it'll only be like one card maybe. Tonight we're just re-inking and cleaning and organizing a little bit. And so we were saying if you get the ink pads, get the ink. And actually, if you don't want the big ink pads, get the little, we sell the little ink spots in blanks. Or in the mini catalog, there is a set of, I think, 8, don't hold me to that, little ones that already have color in them. Get the re-inkers for those. And if you get the little ones, you can just get them plain and get the re-inker. The re-inkers, I think, are $3.75 or something like that per bottle. And you see, I just used a few back and forth drops, and there's a lot left in here. I don't think that's the first time I re-inked my early espresso since I've gotten it so many years ago. So let me put these away. And seems like there was another color recently, but I'll have to wait and do that another time. Okay, so now let me just close that up. Put that in my iris case. Wait, make sure my spoon is wiped off good. Now we're going to cut some white paper to put in between the decorative masks. So I'll showcase these, and I'll probably be using these for Make a Mess Monday, which I actually missed, excuse me, last month. I have to see if I have some 12 by 12 white. I think I do. Hang on. 12 by 12 white. Oh, yes. Let's use our 12 by 12 white instead, because I don't use that very often. And chatting. Yes, we're chatting. So if you guys have anything you want to chat about, let me know. And if you have anything you'd like to see me stamp at some point, let me know. This I'll set aside because I don't know which one that goes to. So these are our brand new ones called Butterflies and Flowers. They're in the January to June mini catalog, which I've shown before. There are 6 of them. So I am going to put white cardstock in between because ones like this tend to get stuck on the other ones. So let me measure these real quick first. Actually, it probably tells me 4.5 by 6. All right, so first thing we'll do is cut a little bit of an odd size, but we'll cut our 12 by 12 down to 6 by 12. Re-inkers, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah. And also, you can mix your re-inkers, your ink, to do sprays, make your own sprays. We sell these, I think we still sell these. Hang on. The sprayer things. I'll look in the catalog right now. Pretty sure we do sell them. Yeah. Heat tool palette knives. Yes, they're on page 129 of the annual, on number 8. Stampin' spritzers, they're called. They come with 2 spritzers to a pack for $3. So I buy a bunch of them. I keep water in one. That's not one. I have a couple other ones with shimmer sprays from stuff we don't sell anymore. And this is Gorgeous Grape in here with some alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. So you can make your own shimmer sprays or just color sprays. And you can also mix them in with your embossing paste, which I am hoping to do pretty soon. All right, so it said 4.5 by 6. So 4.5 by 6. Let's just test one. Yes, and that way I'll be able to see what each mask is better. And I mean, you could just use copy paper if you don't want to use your good white paper, but I always need scraps, so I can certainly use that for stamping and die cutting, you know. So I'm using a 12 by 12 sheet to do this, but this way they won't get stuck together as well. These are really pretty. And they'll slide back in, hopefully they'll slide back in the case better, the jacket that came with it. Here's a floral one. This pack is called Butterflies and Flowers. I need to get another sheet of paper. Judy, where's Judy? Extra blades to sell for the... No, I'm sorry, I don't. I used mine till they were no longer good. I still have the trimmer, but I guess I'm going to take it to like Goodwill or something because I don't. And in fact, I have a non-Stampin' Up! Trimmer where I have to even see if I have blades for that. Sorry. Oh, I'm glad you joined. Thank you. Always love having people join in. The more, the merrier. Unfortunately, we're not really card making yet tonight. I'm just doing a little more organization and cleaning, re-inking, and stuff like that. I'm going to clean blocks after I get the stencils done. So these were the decorative masks from the January to June mini. And these background flowers go with these flowers here. So I'm going to put them together. And then we have butterflies, where this butterfly goes with that background. These are really pretty too. And I'll bet this is pretty too. I really need to use these more. I like doing stuff like that. Oops. Did I miss one? No. All right. And I'll put the instruction sheet on top. Hi, Renee. Welcome, welcome. And then I keep them in their bag because that way, if I ever resell them, I will tell you, I don't usually resell my stencils or masks, as they call them, because I like to use them. So I just put them like that and put them in a drawer. And now I can tell what I have. Now these are a different size. These are, what size? 6x6? 6x6. Yay. That's easier. I already cut this to 6. I just need another sheet or two of paper. And we'll make a couple more 6x6 pieces. And whatever I don't use, I can make 6x6 cards or something at some point. All right. Where is Judy? Oh, Judy, is that my scrapbook loft? Is Judy? I was thinking a different Judy. Sorry. Okay, let's start with that. Let's see. That is not thick basic white. It's actually, I don't even know if it's basic white. It might be the old Whisper white, but it's actually just a regular. See, I didn't clean this very well. It has some white on it, actually. These trees, and these are the basic pattern decorative masks. They've carried over since the holiday 2019. I don't know if they'll keep them around still. I hope so. Forgot I had these trees. Love them. And we have some dots. And we have this one, which is really cool for Halloween or any kind of vintage looking card. And then we have this one, which looks like, I showed that one earlier, I think. Oh, here it is. Which looks like this in different colors. So that one's really pretty too. Great for fall or anytime you want leaves. And my plastic is coming apart, but it's okay. It's all good. If that happens, if the plastic totally comes apart, I'll find another plastic and just cut the label off and stick it on a sheet of card or something. But I like to be able to tell you, where these are in the catalogs and stuff, so I always keep them in their package. And we're going to need one more sheet of paper to do this last pack. So I'm going to try and use one of those on Monday for Make a Mess Monday. I'm going to try and really do that. So we talked about re-inkers and ways you could use them. You can mix them in embossing paste. You can mix them with alcohol and use them in a sprayer. And you can use them to re-ink. What other ways could we use them? I don't know. I'm sure I'll think of something. Oh, you can watercolor with them by putting a little dab on a block and using a water brush and watercolor with them. There's your mermaid scales for summer coming up. I don't know which way they go. I guess like that. And then we have this one, which is actually really pretty as a background. And then these make individual cards. I think these just fit on a 3x3 because this is a 6x6. So I did that right when we got these and just used different colors of blending brushes with inks. So that's another thing you can do with your mask. Okay, you're Judy. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Now let's see. I'm trying to probably get these in. They're 6 by 6, so they should fit. Sometimes it's user error on my end, right? Anyway, there we go. So these are the Plenty of Patterns decorative masks. They're also in the annual. So right now in the annual catalog, we have Plenty of Patterns and Basic Patterns. And then in the January to June mini catalog, we have Butterflies and Flowers. And I know they went also on not available. So if they still are, they'll come back, I believe, because they're supposed to be available till the end of June through the mini catalog. So, but these two, you know, we never know if they're going to carry them over to the next year. So I can't tell, but the new annual catalog starts May 3rd. And for those of you who are demonstrators, you know, we will get to see a sneak peek of the catalog online only on March 23rd, I think. All right, so now I need to clean some blocks because even though I cleaned them not long ago, look how icky they are. They're really kind of scuzzy. And I'm going to bring in isopropyl alcohol. This is 91%, but it really doesn't matter what percent. You're welcome. So if you are not a demonstrator and you'd like a catalog, I just ask that you place a $50 order with me as your demonstrator before March 30th, because I have to finalize the mailing list with Stampin' Up on March 31st. And if I miss that deadline, then I end up having to pay lots of money to ship them. They will send out the catalogs directly to you with my name as your demonstrator stamped on them on the back. And they will mail them around the 19th of April, I think, something like that, so that you have it in time for when the catalog goes live around on May 3rd. On or thereabout, you should have it if you're on my mailing list. So for those of you that already have, or if you're an existing Paper Pumpkin customer still, and you have been for the last few months, I'll definitely send you a catalog. But if you just joined Paper Pumpkin this month, I can't unless you let me know you really want one. And that, you know, you're with your intent of buying something, because it does cost me money to have Stampin' Up do that. It doesn't cost me as much as if I have to buy the catalogs and ship them myself, because I have to mail them in a flat rate envelope, which is like $8 or something, because I can't get catalog mailing for just, you know, a little bit. I'm not a registered business to do that. So, I mean, I'm a registered business, but I'm not with the post office to do that. So I think alcohol is the best option I found. Also, the Stampin' Mist will also clean your blocks, but a little more pricey to do that. I want to reserve that for cleaning my cling stamps more. And my I also use it for my non-clings. So the blocks I use the most are this size, which is a D block. I love Stampin' Up's blocks, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a demo, but they're ergonomically fit. You know, you have your little finger slots here. I really like their blocks a lot. The only thing that might improve them is if they put lines on them, like grid lines, you know. So, and there may be something better than paper toweling to clean them with, but that's what I have handy. So, and it works. You know, you can see the ink coming off onto the towel with the alcohol on there. I really don't know, Clay. I don't do enough mailings, though, to even really ask. And it honestly is cheaper since Stampin' Up can get bulk pricing, because they send out a lot of catalogs, you know. But bulk pricing, the downside of that is it takes longer, but it's a lot cheaper. Speaking of that, Stampin' Up! Shipping is going up by a little bit. They have not raised their shipping rate in, I think they said 10 years or something. But I will tell you, everywhere the shipping is going up, everywhere, and prices are going up. At least that's around this area they are. I don't know what you all are experiencing, but I went into sticker shock at the grocery store yesterday. For example, a jar of mayonnaise was $5.19. Really? Like, I think a year ago I bought one for $2.50. I could be wrong, but yeah. Now I didn't get a non-name brand. I got one that I like, but and I know I got one at Aldi's before that was cheaper, which was a Berman's brand, but I didn't. Just personal taste. I just didn't really care for it. I'm sure it's okay. I mean, we used it, but yeah, everything's yeah. And people have said gasoline. I haven't really checked. That was another thing I had on Saturday. Oh, Saturday was a mess. I had my hopes up to go to a concert in a theater, like a worldwide on a live concert aired in theaters all around the world. I had a ticket and I was so wanting to go. Well, guess what? We got ice and snow on Saturday. Yeah. So I got a refund for everything but like a processing fee, small processing fee. But I was so bummed out because I really wanted to go. And then we went out to scrape ice and shovel and stuff, my son and I. And I went to unlock my car to get my brush out, and it wouldn't unlock with the key fob, so I knew my battery was dead again. Yeah, I think they're going to get worse too. I'm really kind of getting worried about that. But so I do like a big shopping once a month, and then I just go for, if we need eggs or milk or something in the middle of the month. But I kind of got messed up and went in the middle of the month for my big shopping this time. Because also, this is my first month on Social Security officially. So my timing is kind of messed up, when my money's coming in. So I'll get it all figured out. It's been a month of change and turmoil. uh, yeah, I hope they settle down. Somebody posted on YouTube that gas prices are $7 a gallon somewhere. I'm like, what? I better go check because I do need gas and get it now before it gets. I don't think it's that high here. It might be over. It might be 3 or 4 now. I don't know. I'll have to go. I know it was close to. It was creeping up closer to 3 last time I checked. But I didn't go by a gas station yesterday when I was out to check because I went all the back roads. But anyway, it was beautiful yesterday. I didn't mind getting out at all yesterday. I'm like, why couldn't I have had that on Saturday? uh, anyway, I was upset. But life goes on. I crafted a little, I shoveled a little. I don't know. Watched YouTube videos. Have you guys been watching any good shows? Is there anything good on Netflix? I haven't watched Netflix for a while, and my son pays for that. And he asked me yesterday if it was okay if he canceled. I'm like, actually, no, because there's a show. It's a Korean drama that's coming out in the summer that I kind of want to watch. But anyway, but I haven't been watching any of those or any movies. And I have Amazon Prime, and I haven't even looked at any of that stuff yet. You're getting your second faux spring. Yes, I hope. Us too. We're supposed to be 70 something. I used to love that show, Criminal Minds. Now, is that new shows next, or is that, older ones that's just replaying? Yeah, I always liked I liked that, and I liked CSI, the original CSI, US version of Ghosts, like real ghosts. Mm, I don't know if I know that one. I know Ghost. I liked that movie. Oh, season 12. Oh, wow. You know what I watched that I really liked was Call the Midwife. I really liked that show, but I watched it all through. And there was another one. It was a British one too, but I can't remember what it was. It was like a period drama. Oh, now see, I can't watch Walking Dead. I can't watch that. It creeps me out ever since that came out when I was younger. I think originally, if it's the one I'm thinking of. And my brother took me to see it and teased me because I kept covering my eyes the whole time. I can't. Oh, I might be able to handle that one, Clay. I don't know. Sometimes ghost stories I can watch, and sometimes they creep me out. Yeah, and he got mad at me. My brother got mad at me for covering my eyes because he kind of got forced into taking me at the time, and he didn't like that. So he was like, he's 5 years older, 5.5 years older than me. So, I was kind of pesky young brat sister, and he was the older brother that didn't want me tagging along. Oh, it's not scary? Okay, then I could probably watch it. It's not going to give me nightmares or anything because I'm kind of sensitive that way. Yeah. Quite a few UK dramas on PBS. Oh, I canceled my cable, and I have this, I canceled a while. I have cable internet, but that's it. Because I really wasn't watching TV much. So I have this antenna thing, which originally I used to get like 28 channels in pretty good, although half of them were in Spanish and I didn't understand them. But even some of our main channels now, I can't get on that anymore. I only get one main channel, and it's the one I don't like as well as the other two I used to get. I think PBS still comes in sometimes, and all kind of shopping networks, which I don't need to watch. It's a sitcom. Okay. Oh. Oh, there was a movie where it was kind of a romance movie. I don't remember. I'm bad with names, but there was a movie about a lady. She was in the current period, I think, but this prince from, maybe it was called The Prince or something, from the past showed up in her apartment or something, and they ended up falling in love, blah, blah, blah. But they were from different times, and he had to go back, but he figured out a way to come forward. And yeah, it was pretty fun. I liked that one. Oh, dealing with the couple who inherit. Oh boy. I bet they're shocked. I might, that sounds familiar. I might have actually seen some of that or something. So, and there was a K-drama on, it was this house too, but it was people that were like 700 years old running it or something. And it's like they brought people there that died but couldn't move on or something like that. It was kind of a good show too. What was it called? Hotel de Luna, I think, something like that. That was good. You have to watch subtitles though with it. So I don't know what started me going down that path, but I think I was just sick of everything else. So I thought, well, I'll check one of those out. And I got hooked for a while, and now I haven't watched anything for months other than YouTube videos and stuff. And I've been playing word search, no, not word search, some kind of word game on my phone a lot. just by myself. I haven't been playing it with somebody, but you can invite somebody. So I'm open for other suggestions for other good movies or shows. So anyway, this is taking a while, but look at all the ink that's coming off these blocks and dirt. They get to a point where I don't want to use them anymore because they're so gross, you know. So we have to clean them. And my fingers get inky when I'm stamping. Like tonight, they're already inky from re-inking. So are there any stamp sets that you guys are really anxious for me to use? Like for either 2 on Tuesday, or which is birthday cards only, or next Thursday night live. I'll try and make at least 3 cards for next Thursday night, and I'm gonna do something for Make a Mess Monday, but I don't even know yet if that'll be a card. So yeah, I watched season 11 already. The Neighborhood and Bob Hart's Abishola. I never heard of that one. The Neighborhood sounds familiar. Don't think I heard of the other one. So anyway, the ones I picked out to do birthday cards for next, but I won't do them all on the same show, are either Garden Birdhouses, because it has a birthday wishes, Party Puffins, Biggest Wish, and I just used this. I was thinking of this for Thursday, not for next Thursday, because I just used that on my index card I altered, and I had it out, and I thought, I should use that. But I also want to try and use maybe 1 or 2 of the other ones that are on sale from the annual catalog. So I'm open for suggestions. If you guys have seen something in the catalog and you think I might have it, if there's something you want to see, let me know. Now everybody's going to pull out their catalogs and look through the annual and the January to June too. Either one. All right, let me see how many blocks I have left. Just a few. Okay, so these are all D blocks. I bought, obviously, lots of extras. I originally bought the set. There's a set you can buy, and you get, one of each size, including these different odd sizes here, and this humongous one, which honestly, I think I've used maybe 3 times or something, but it's dirty, so I must have used it not long ago. Does come in handy, but usually if I need a block this big, I just go to the Stamparatus and use that instead, because I'm always afraid I won't be able to get the ink on it good enough to get a good impression the first time. Welcome to Flatch, a really hick town. Sounds like it might be funny. Or not. I don't know. It depends. Sounds like it, though. All right. Let's put a little more alcohol on. Good thing I have another bottle of this stuff. And I keep a bottle up here because I use it for this, but I also use it in my sprayers. If you had any of the now retired, what were they called? I can't get to them. These things. Frostbite. We had champagne, I think, in gold and silver. They make beautiful, sparkly sprays with a little alcohol in a sprayer. So there's another hint. I kept those, and I won't get rid of those either. They probably won't come back, and I'm not allowed to use them on Stampin' Up! Videos, but I kept them. One thing we do have, though, that I really want to play with, maybe I'll use them on Make a Mess, because I only used them a couple times, is these soft pastels. So I may use them for Monday. We have all these colors. You just scrape a little off and mix it with some water, and then you can watercolor with them and stuff. So awesome. Maybe I'll use them, and I might maybe use some embossing paste and see what I can come up with, and some stencils. So that's a plan for Monday. I don't know what stamp sets and stuff I'll use. You have the pastels? Yay. You taking them with you? Do you like them? I liked them. I used them quite a bit in the very beginning, but then they kind of sat here. I forget I have them. Now, if you, some of these blocks got a little cloudy, maybe because my towel's a little dirty. But if you want to, then you could just go rinse them in some water. But I have tried just going straight to, you know, sudsy water and trying to wash them, and I didn't get them as clean as the alcohol does. I actually had to go over them again with alcohol. So I do it the other way. Use alcohol, and if you want to rinse it for whatever reason, go ahead and rinse it with water. But you wouldn't need soap then. Just rinse them off and dry them good. Yeah, I love them. Shimmer mist. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I like the shimmer mist too. And all the colors that they had, which was frost white, I think champagne, gold, and I think there was a silver, wasn't there? Let me see. Copper. Copper, gold, frost white, and champagne. At least those are the ones I have. And I think that was it. No, wait a minute. Hang on. Rose gold. We had a rose gold. For the rose gold, I think came in the there was a rose gold paper. It was one of their bigger kits they used to sell. They don't sell them anymore. I forget what it was called. Maybe someday they'll bring them back. I don't know. It might be hard to get them now. Who knows? Do they have them in, you know, some of those big box craft stores? I would think if anywhere would it probably be Michael's. I don't know. But I haven't been there, so I don't know what they're having trouble getting out in the stores or not. You started your ribbon? Oh, you're welcome, Melanie. Yay. Good job. Somebody said they would have been interested in buying some washi from me after that video, and I said, well, I didn't do the D-stash for washi yet, so I will be going through my washi. But that, my next D-stashes has to be my old stamps, punches, and papers, and paper pumpkins. Two things. I need to make room for stuff from the annual catalog. And secondly, I need money to buy stuff from the annual catalog. And thirdly, actually, I need the space. You know, I just need the space because I have boxes and stuff sitting everywhere that I can hardly move right now. So, but I'm glad you sorted your ribbon. Yay. Good job. My Stampin' Up! Ribbon is the easiest, and you know, in that drawer right behind me, the current Stampin' Up! Ribbon. And actually now, a couple of those rolls I pulled back out of my retired when I was doing my video. Yeah, they're in the back of that drawer too. I have to not buy quite as much ribbon. I shouldn't tell you that, but I'd rather buy the stamps than all the ribbon, right? But I do like, I have to get some of it. I just have to be more selective. I've been, ooh, that's pretty, and get it, and then I'm like, eh. Or some of it I love, and then they retire it. So, oh well. Such is life, right? The day in the life of a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. One more, guys. Woohoo! Then I'll put all this tower of blocks away. And this, I need this many because when I'm preparing for, usually for Thursday nights, you know, if I make 3 cards from 3 different stamp sets, or even, you know, 2 different stamp sets, I use quite a lot. I like block D, which I showed you. This one is C. So here's D, C. And then I believe this one is B. And then this itty bitty little one, which actually has its place, is A, B, C, D. They're my favorites. I also use this one quite often for longer sentiments and sometimes flowers that are like that. And I use them all, but D, A, B, C, and D are the ones I use the most in the blocks. I don't know. I never counted them. Let's see. I have one in the drawer, the big one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then I have these thinner ones, which are this is a Stampin' Up one, but I have a paper pumpkin one. And if you order paper pumpkin for the very first time, you'll get a paper pumpkin block that looks like this. It's not ergonomic like ours. It's not as thick. But that's you'll get one of those with your very first paper pumpkin order if you're a new subscriber. And then all the other boxes after that, you get little ink spots and stamp sets, but not blocks. So save your blocks. So I have a couple of those too anyway. You haven't bought the A block? I like that for like the little leaves or like the smiley faces that go in the sunshine, or little stuff like that. They come in handy. They come in handy because they kind of get lost on the next bigger block, which is the B block. But I do like, see, this is how many. I have 4 A blocks and one, let's see what I have. I don't even know. By block. 4 Bs, 4 Cs, 4 As. Nope. 5 Bs, 4 As, 4 Cs, and 5 Ds, I think, and then just one each of the other sizes, because I got them HI, J, and whatever. I got them with the initial block kit. Yeah, I like the looks of it too, Melanie. I can't wait. The last one was sort of, to be honest, and I haven't even done the alternatives for the last one yet. It's nice if you have little ones, but I don't, and so it didn't honestly do anything for me. But the next one I think will, and it's supposed to coordinate, I think, with the New Horizons, which is gorgeous. I don't have that New Horizons stamp set, but I have the paper and I love it. So that'll be good. All right, so we cleaned blocks, we organized my stencils, except for this one that I can't figure out what pack it goes to because I don't have any more passing any. Nobody gave an answer for 2 on Tuesday. Any preferences for one of these sets for me to use? Oh, did you? Yeah. Oh, and also this month is supposed to have 2 stamp sets, I think, in it. So yay. So if you are a paper pumpkin subscriber, or you become one, and if they have past kits available, you might be able to get the one that's coming out for March if they have any extra. I don't know. I won't know that. You prefer the Puffins one? And one person says birdhouses. Anybody else? Garden birdhouses? That's all right. I got what you meant. All right. So maybe I'll do 2 cards this week with 2 different, one with 2 different stamp sets on 2 on Tuesday. A Puffins and a birdhouse. So that's good. And I'll save this one for next week. And maybe next Thursday I'll do a lot with this and the coordinating dies. Yeah, with the deer this time. I had 5 or 6 deer out in my yard just before I came up here this evening. All right, I want to make one little card, I guess, with this, even though it's retired, and or this. So actually, I had this already die cut too. I think that's from the, which dies are they called? Scallop Contours dies. And I have a white one there, so maybe I can use that. Because I was thinking maybe some of these would fit on this. Yes. Alrighty. This one here, The Biggest Wish. Yeah, me too. So I actually have die cut, if I can stamp it not crooked. Maybe, I don't like that on there. Maybe we can ink around the edges. That has a little mark on it, but ink around the edges of this. Put this on like a nice colorful background, like maybe, what do I have here? Highland Heather. Ink around the edges with Highland Heather. And I'll bet you I could put a hello on there. Or a hello and a small friend. Just make it a simple little card, right? So with the new cases that Stampin' Up! Is sending out with their photopolymers, they're not printing on these sheets, but they're printing on the covers. So you can put your stamps right on the covers. But I just usually like to cover them up anyway. But I was thinking for this little one, maybe we could stamp in white or navy. And I could do a hello again. Oh, I could do a thanks, maybe. Will that fit on there? Yeah, it might be a stretch. I think it'll just fit. I'll do a thanks on that one. And maybe, did I just lose my hello? A hello friend on that one. Seriously. I lost it. I lost it. I lost a stamp, which means it's stuck on the bottom of something. Yep, there it is. Look at that. So if you lose your photopolymer stamps, check the back of your stamp cases. Yeah. Grassy Grove. Yeah, with the deer. I'm gonna like, and the dies are nice with that one too. See, I really should use stamp cleaner and clean these stamps because they're stained. They're fine to use, but they're stained. So I'll use hello and friend. I could use happy and birthday too, but they're big, longer. I don't know if that'll fit. I'll use hello and on the inside friend. You know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do thanks. I'll make 2 thank you cards. I haven't made thank yous in a while. I don't think. I've done some thinking of yous. So let's do, oops. Let's do, where's the thanks? Let's do thanks. Yeah, we'll just do thanks on both of them. And if I mess them up, we'll have to cut another one. And that's all there is to it with the contours die. So this is the little one. Now this one actually is out there too. So it's this one here. Let's see what we can do. I need a card base for this one, which could be Night of Navy, or I don't know if I have any of those cut. Let's see. I don't have any cut for that. Or Fresh Freezer. I don't think I have any Fresh Freezer cut either. Well, this kind of stinks. You know what? Let's use Rich Raspberry on this one. And then we can use Highland Heather for this one. All right, that's a plan. That way I don't have to cut other paper. Although, I don't know. Wishy-washy. Wishy-washy. Or balmy blue. Yeah, I liked it better with the dark color. Just not sure that's the right dark color. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've done that before too. All right, I think this is cherry cobbler. Let's use cherry cobbler. Oh boy, decisions. I don't know. I don't have all the cards cut into cardstock. I have white too, but that's too much white, right? Unless I cut it down. No, let's just use cherry cobbler. Or maybe black. Do I have black? I have a black. Let's see. Nah. All right, cherry cobbler. No, we use the same ink. Okay. So now I need a block. I need a block. And I don't know how you do it, but I kind of put them on diagonally. There we go. So let's bring this down here and get cherry cobbler. Now I didn't re-ink that one. I don't think, or did I? Maybe, yes I did. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a scrap. Maybe, if I can find one. And stamp on a scrap paper. Actually, let me just stamp on one of these pieces here. Because I just re-inked it, I always like to test it before I do. And because these are photopolymer, you do want to have some kind of a mat or a piercing mat or even your cutting mat, some kind of something that has give. Oh, that's pretty good color. The tea didn't get enough ink on it, but it's okay. I think we can manage. Hope that's straight. Don't rock your stamps, just push down. It's not bad. It's a little bit crooked, but not too bad. And I keep my chamois over here to my left. I mean my right, to your left, maybe. I don't know. All right, so let's close that up. Actually, let's not. I'm just going to take this and go around the edges a little bit. You know, it's not going to work because of the scallop, so I'll get my Stampin' Right marker in the same color, which is the ink-based markers. And cherry cobbler. Use the brush end and just go around the edges. I could get a bigger card and piece of card and put it behind it, but I don't have any right here. Cherry cobbler I usually reserve more for fall and holiday, but I'm going to use it now because I had it cut. I'm just taking the point and trying to get in those little crevices. I actually think I might need a new cherry cobbler marker. Now, they do not sell these markers individually. They sell them in sets by color family, like Regals, Neutrals, Brights, Subtles, and then the in colors. Or they sell one big set that has all 4 of the main color families, and that's called Many Marvelous Markers. So you get one each of all the markers in the color family. It would be nice if they sold the refills, not refills, replacements individually, but so far we haven't gotten that. And maybe they scrapped that idea with the whole pandemic thing. I don't know. Or maybe they never considered it. I don't know. All right. So we're going to need some kind of embellishments. Let's see, because that looks a little plain. So I don't have cherry cobbler ribbon. Well, there is some in that D-stash lot, but that's sold. So I do have some of the Whisper White Crinkled Seam Binding, and I do know that had been not orderable, but I have it. So, and also we have this sparkle ribbon, but I never tried coloring that. We could. And we have the twine pack, if I can find it, that has, I don't know what I did with it. Uh-oh. I lost my twine pack. Oh, I know where it is. It's downstairs. Shoot. Well, I have an old white twine, so we have a choice of ribbon. And do I want to just do a bow? And then I was thinking the holiday rhinestones actually have cherry cobbler in them, so we'll use them. And put a few on here. I kind of got that a little blotchy. Oh, now I just really did it. Oops. This is my wet wipe that was over here. I have an ink eraser too, but I don't like to use it. Oh well. I really don't recommend using wet wipes on your stamps, at least fuzzies on them. I think we're going to try and color this sparkle ribbon actually and see if it works. Why not? So I'm just going to lay it out. I have cherry cobbler. That's real red. Excuse me. Now this is alcohol marker, cherry cobbler, dark. And I'm going to try and color this sparkle ribbon and see how it comes out. And then maybe we'll just tie a little bow. If it works on the whites, maybe it'll work on this iridescent ribbon too, right? But don't use your Stampin' Write markers for this. Use your alcohol markers because one thing, it dries faster. And secondly, I think the color takes hold better. All right, let's do a little more of it. I think that'll be pretty. It's just a little bit of color. And you do a little more. Okay, let's try that much. And then we'll just fold over our paper towel and pull this through and make sure I get all the extra gooey ink off and cut it. And guys, thank you for being with me tonight. I really appreciate it. I never know how many people I get, if anybody. There have been a few times I'm like, I hope somebody joins me. Oh, look, I have it on both sides. We'll go with the other side. I don't think it really matters. This one looks a little blurrier. And I think I'm going to bump this up. I probably should use our adhesive sheets, but I have these edges of dimensionals that I'm going to use instead. Except for that one because it's a little piece. Put one in the middle. And we'll finish this sheet. Probably. Maybe not. We have two more I can use on the next one. That one is stuck on there. There we go. Okay. And then we'll put bling and a bow. Bling and a bow. Easy card. With stuff I had already done. So if you pre-make some backgrounds, you can pretty much have instant cards, right? Just a little stamping. And this was made using blending brushes or possibly finger daubers on this because they're the small pattern. And it looks like cherry cobbler, gorgeous grape, maybe Highland heather, and I'm not sure about the blue on there. It might have been Pretty Peacock, which is retired. I got it smeared there too. And then let's just tie a bow. A little bow. Maybe. Except I can't do it tonight. So is anybody else organizing things? I'm really having trouble with bows here tonight. Okay, there we go. My next thing for next month is beads, buttons, and findings. I have an idea what I'm going to do for findings. And for beads, I have a whole pile of stuff that was from orders that I never got put away. And I'm going to organize them and then put them away with you guys. But I'm probably going to start it and then stop the video and stuff like that. That's too long. All right, we're going to put that on with a glue dot right down here. Or 2. Sometimes I use 2. I think I will use 2 actually. It's a little bit wider bow. Just stick that right down here. Okay. And then our bling. Bling it up. Bling it up. I don't know what to do on the inside, so I'm not going to do anything right at the moment. I'll put a bling here because of that smear. And then put one over here. And then I'll put one down here. Well, there's our first card. I won't do the inside because I'm just going to add a piece of white paper, and I don't really know what I want to do on the inside of them at this point. All right, so that's card 1. And I would just put a 5 1/4 by 4 sheet of white on the inside. So now we're going to stamp, I think, in Night of Navy or white. Yes, you're trying. Yay. What are you organizing first? Just curious. All right. Stamp. I need, let's take this off of here. Stick it on my stamp case and use the same rock. I think I will stamp in Night of Navy instead of white. And I did not re-ink that, so maybe it needs to be, I think it'll be all right. You could also heat emboss with white embossing powder. That would look really cool, but I really don't have any white on here. So that's not too bad. It's a little big for that pre-cut out piece, but it's okay. And that is in Highland Heather, as is the card base. All right. Night of Navy. That's all we can do is try. So let's put our sparkle ribbon away. Let's do a different treatment with this one. Oh, I have Highland Heather ribbon. I have this wide ribbon, and it has sparkle in it too, and I have a piece pre-cut. So this is the Highland Heather Grosgrain ribbon, 1/2 inch, and I'm pretty sure it's in the annual catalog. Yes, on page 140. The other one that I used was from the August to December 2021 mini catalog, but it carried over to 2022. So it would just be website only. Glittered organdy ribbon, 3/8 inch. So that's what that is. And then this ribbon, I hope they keep forever and ever. It's the, although they might have to change the name to just white, but it's the crinkled seam binding ribbon, because this makes bows like a charm, and it lays flatter, and it takes the Stampin' Blend ink really nicely. And then we have a pack of twine that has all your basics in, your white, your black, your crumb cake. Here, there's a gray in it. I can't remember. There's another color too. So this time, let's put the ribbon across. Should I put it right in there? I think I want it up. Maybe right about there. We're just going to put it across there and like that. So let me get my tape runner thingy. You're playing catch up with the videos. Ribbons and loose scraps of ribbon and twine. Good. That's what we did earlier. So yay. Are you going to join the collab? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I know Peppermint would be thrilled to have more people join the collab, the organization collab. I joined it because I figured it would light a fire under me to get this mess that I have here cleaned up. I think I got that up too high. Yeah, I actually want it down just a tad. So come back here, tape runner. I don't want it in the center, but I want it down a little further than this. Oop, right about there, probably. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. And then this will go here. All right. Let's glue this down too. Yay! I'm so happy about that. Thank you. If anybody else wants to join, I don't think you're required to do videos. I think I don't know, you have to talk to Peppermint. It'd be nice if you do, though. Yay. Awesome. All right, where's those last two? These last two bits. And I'm going to put them... Actually, this one won't... Yeah, I'm going to put them on the top and bottom. Maybe I'll off-center. Because the ribbon going through the middle, I might still want one on each end. Let me find some more. These are little ones. Oh, actually, little ones might be good. Just put one in the corners. And one right here. Okay. Let's put that down. And then we'll find some bling for that, too. Some kind of bling. And you know what? We could use... This might... I don't know if this was... Oops. Night of Navy or Pacific Point, but it doesn't really matter. Except that I was thinking there's Night of Navy. I see it doesn't look like Night of Navy. I think it's Pacific Point. Possibly. We have Night of Navy bling in those same... Let's just use those because I have them here. I think I want another little dimensional down here. It's actually sticking to the ribbon and not the card. There we go. And I know I saw that on there. Okay, so let's put some bling. Maybe we'll put a bling right here in the spiral. And one up here. And maybe another one on here. There. So these are the holiday Rhinestone basic jewels. They've been around for a couple of years. They're in the annual catalog, and they're pumpkin pie, cherry cobbler, shaded spruce. I forget. I think Coastal Cabana maybe, and Night of Navy, but don't hold me to that. I'm not sure what this color was. So anyway, pumpkin pie, cherry cobbler, shaded spruce, Night of Navy, and one other color that I don't have written on here. I can probably tell you. I think it's Coastal Cabana. So let's see. I have the annual catalog right here. Let's see which way the embellishments are. The other way. Behind the papers. We have so many pretty vellums and things. Here's all the ribbons. There's the one we just used. Okay. Holiday, holiday, holiday. Where are you? Here you are. Okay. Yes, Coastal Cabana. So Cherry Cobbler, Coastal Cabana, which is a beautiful color. This one. Like a blue, green. Love it. And Pumpkin Pie and Shaded Spruce. Yeah, pretty colors. Love those. And same thing, I'm not going to do the inside because, again, I probably just put a piece of basic white in there. But those are our cards for tonight that I really kind of wasn't going to do. But there we have it. Easy cards. Biggest wish. You just need a couple of nice sentiments that you can use, you know, all the time. We have a lot of those nice sentiment stamp sets. Another one is Celebrate You. That has, they're not big like this, but they have nice sentiments in it. And Positive Thoughts is another good one. So, yeah. And then a die or two. Make some pretty cards. And clean your blocks. Chris. Hello, Chris. Oh, yes. And happy St. Patrick's Day to anyone that celebrates that. I could have sprayed this, actually. Ooh, let's try that. Let's just get a little wild. A little wild. I need another piece of paper towel. A little bigger this time. I have this gorgeous Grape Shimmer spray that I made a while back. I don't know how sparkly it is or if it's just color. I can't remember because it's been about a year and a half since I made it. I'm just going to hold it back a little ways and give it a spray and see what happens. Oop, lots of spots. Maybe I put too much on. Oh well. Then if you want it to dry quickly, you can take your maybe you didn't want that much on right there. You can take your heat gun and dry it. Now, if I was going to do that again, I would do it before I stamp and, you know, probably before I put this on. But that's okay. Cool. Add a little more dimension to that card. What I could do is spray the inside piece that I'm going to put in just a little bit, right? Oh, thanks, Chris. That was just, we were just making on the fly tonight. I think I want another, that little piece is not tame. We're going to tame it with a glue dot. Right down here. There. Tamed. It's under my control now. Oh, thank you. Yeah, winging it. These are backgrounds that I made before. This one using the spiral die background stamp with the Stamparatus. And this one using a stencil or decorative mask. But right now I'm at a loss to tell you which set this came out of. And none of my other demonstrator friends has been able to tell me tonight either. I think it's probably a retired one, but I don't seem to have the package for it here, so I'm not sure. So that is it for me tonight. We did some re-inking. We cleaned my blocks. We made a little bit of a mess. And we used the Biggest Wish stamp set and the Scallop Contours dies and made some cards, just some easy thanks cards. So I've been requested for 2 on Tuesday. I'll be making a card each, or maybe 2 each, I don't know yet, out of Party Puffins and Garden Birdhouses. That was the request, and maybe some other things I'll bring in. So come back on Tuesday for 2 on Tuesday. I'm not going to guarantee a time on that, but sometime Tuesday they'll be up. I'll try for noon, but if it doesn't happen, it'll be sometime. And then also for Monday, Make a Mess Monday, which I've started to do, right? We were talking about re-inkers. So, you know, Stampin' Up! Does have embossing paste. And I don't know if they still have the shimmery white or not. We had white and shimmery white, but let me check because I have the book right here. Number 4. Yes, we have the matte finish one and we have shimmery white, which has a little sparkle to it. So maybe we'll play around with re-inkers and those and some masks for Monday and make some cards with that. And we also still have shimmery crystal effects, which for those of you in the craft world elsewhere, it's like glossy accents, but with little tiny glitters in it. So yeah, that's what we're going to do for Monday. And that might be a wing it Monday, but then Tuesday I'll pre-plan and make some birthday cards for you to come back and see. And if anybody wants a catalog that's joined late, if you want a new annual catalog, you need to place a $50 order before March 30th. And then I'll put your name on the list to get an automatic catalog from Stampin' Up! From me as your demonstrator. I need to have that because the cost of it is coming out of the profits from those purchases. So, yeah, so that helps me to not have so much go out of pocket because I'm a struggling demonstrator, quite honestly. But thank you to those who have been ordering. I appreciate it greatly. And yeah, so that's it. Monday, make a mess. Tuesday, 2 on Tuesday. Hopefully Thursday night live next week we'll have some pre-planned cards instead of just re-inking and stuff. And we'll still chat because chatting is good. I'll have to go back and try and remember the show names now to go check out sometime. And that's about it. Oh, and if you do place an order under 150, this is the host code to use. It's GGC2AWEB for the month of March. And I'll let you know what I think about the new catalog that I won't be able to show you, but I'll be able to take a peek at on March 23rd. I don't know what day that is. Let's see, today's the 17th. So 7 days from now will be the 24th. Well, yes, that'll work out good. So I'll have a chance to look at it and then I'll tell you next Thursday what I think. Okay? Sound like a deal? Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm going to get off of here. It is 8:38, so I still did a pretty full live. Hope you have a great week. Stay safe out there, but live your life. You know, we're not on this planet forever, so live it while you can. Take care. Enjoy. Hugs, love, and peace. Bye for now.